It's no secret that I think the best move that I've made in a long time is getting on the platform Whatnot. I'm very happy that I made the decision to get over there and start selling. It's been a game changer, guys. With me implementing Whatnot, I've been able to almost double the money that I make in a month. And I haven't even been on there in a month, or I haven't even been on there for a whole month. But yesterday, or over the weekend on eBay, I did 35 sales for 659 bucks. Yesterday alone on Whatnot, I did $599 and some change. That's just in one day. And so while I do have to sell a lot more items to make the same amount of money, I don't have to list any items. I don't have to clean them necessarily, but I do clean items for eBay. So all the items that I already have listed, if I pull them down, those items have been cleaned already. So I do run clean items on Whatnot, but I do run items straight out of the bins. Either way it goes, if I wouldn't have added Whatnot to the game, eBay would definitely be going by the wayside right now. So I'm definitely thankful for the opportunity to be able to supplement the income. Now, in all full honesty, I haven't even been listing on eBay though, so I understand why eBay's not doing that great right now, but it is what it is. I do have some items that I'm going to get photos taken of today and get some items put up over there. Life's been busy though, man. Even today, I spent 3 hours getting a tire changed on the car when I could have been spending those 3 hours taking photos, getting items photographed, and getting listings done for eBay. But you know, it is what it is. I ain't complaining. I'm just thankful to be able to be self-employed and to have the opportunity to go stop and spend 3 hours changing a tire, running around town. I changed the tire, then the spare turned out to be flat, so I had to take both tires off. I had to go drive to the one tire to Walmart, get a tire, drive back, take the spare off, put the tire back on. I don't have tools either, guys. Like, I'm not a tool type of guy. I'm a guy that goes and pays people to do things for me so I could spend my time, making money, Instead, I lost a couple $100 by getting a tire changed. But like I said, 35 orders going out on eBay, $600 worth of orders going out on Whatnot. And I have a few orders going out right here on Poshmark. So let's show you guys these Poshmark orders first. First up, we have a pair of Old Navy cargo shorts. These are a men's 33, sold for 13 bucks. Then we have this vintage Guess sweatshirt. It is a woman's medium. That's sold for 36 bucks. Then we have this Aeropostale shirt. This is a men's medium. This sold for 5 bucks. Then we got this bundle of items going out. Cherokee sweater, women's Levi's jeans 16. This is a let's see, Old Navy shirt, women's large, just like a sleeveless blouse. And then we got this Madewell tank top. These all sold for $41, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, 41 bucks right here. So not a whole lot of money on Poshmark, but hey, it's better than no money on Poshmark. So how was you guys' weekend in sales? Are you guys seeing the traction on your eBay store that you would like to? I know what's wrong with my eBay store, so I can't really complain or be mad at anybody about the way it's going over there. But if I go back to listing full time and things don't pick back up, that's when I realize I have a problem. But I am really considering going all in on Whatnot. It's just been a game changer. The only thing that I would have to do is be able to find more inventory. So I do have somebody that gave me another source of where to get inventory at, but that would mean that I would have to travel to St. Louis, like I'm thinking 3 times a week. But if I can get to St. Louis 3 times a week and then get back, I can still do the stream in the same day that I go to St. Louis. I'm just not going to like doing it, but I went on a float trip all day yesterday, floated, and then came back and did a stream at 7:30 last night. So if I can do all that, I can do a freaking Whatnot stream on a day that I go sourcing at the bins. Because let me tell you, going on that float trip kicked my butt, guys. At 40, 41, you feel things in your body that you don't feel when you're young, but I wouldn't have it any other way, man. So let me show you guys some of these eBay orders. All right, guys, first up, got a couple of low dollar sales here. This is a vintage Old Navy shirt, men's extra large, sold for 2 bucks. This is a vintage Green Bay Packers sweatshirt, sold for 2 bucks. that should have sold for way more money, but surprisingly, it made it all the way through the markdown. American Eagle shirt, men's large, sold for $1.80. A Hershey's shirt, Niagara Falls, sold for $2. And then we have this Chick-fil-A shirt. This is an employee shirt from Green Mount Commons. I don't know what state that's in. That sold for $10.50. That's a men's extra large. We got this March Landing women's shacket. Got like the drawstring button up. Sold for $10. So that's one of the things that I'm working on as I go throughout all this inventory, is coming through and finding items like this. Obviously, I haven't gotten through the whole inventory yet, or else this would have been pulled down. I could have put this up on Whatnot. There was a person asking in yesterday's stream if I had vintage sportswear. And I did have some, and I did sell some, but I could have sold that one for much more than $2. So, you know, I'm learning lessons as I go along, and I'm learning a lot of valuable lessons as well. Like, am I going to get mad about this? No, but you know, this does give me ideas of, you know, what I have in my inventory that I could be putting on Whatnot. And I'm going to go through all this stuff. I'm going through it box by box and just pulling out items that I know that'll sell over there. But I'm also learning what sells over there for me in the process of all this, because I pulled out some items that I thought would sell and they don't sell over there. So they didn't sell on eBay. They're not selling on Whatnot. They're probably just not good items. So I think what I'm going to do with some of the items is I'm going to lot items up. Like, for instance, I'll take like all medium shirts and just put like 5 to 10 shirts in a bundle and sell those on Whatnot. You know, and the same thing, extra large, whatever the case may be. Put them on Whatnot, start them at $1, and then if people want to buy them to wear them, they can. If people want to buy them to flip them, they can. But, you know, really just want to get rid of the inventory without having to take it to the thrift store and donate it or something, or just, you know, throw it in the trash where it's going to go end up in a landfill, which is the whole reason why we sell secondhand clothing anyway, is to stop it from being wasted. Now, there are still going to be items that I pick up exclusively for eBay, like employee stuff and like high visibility stuff and one-offs and stuff like that that I know go well on eBay. There's a certain place for certain things, and I'm understanding that I can't sell everything that I sell on Whatnot on I'm understanding that I can't sell everything that I sell on eBay on Whatnot. Like, nobody's going to come in there and buy. I mean, they might buy an employee shirt, but I'm not really going to try that type of stuff on there. These are Tool jeans. I had never heard of these jeans. Probably the reason why it took over a year for them to sell. They sold for $10. Those are 32.32. Got this Cape Cod, Massachusetts shirt with a little sailboat on it. This sold for $10.13. That's a men's extra large. Got this high visibility hoodie, men's large. That sold for $22.50. Got this Carhartt Super Thrash sweatshirt. That sold for $18. It does have like a company logo on there, or else I probably would have put that on Whatnot as well. Joe's Crab Shack shirt. This is a adult large tie-dye with a peace sign shirt on there. That sold for $9. We got this Ohio State Buckeyes hoodie. This sold for $16.88. That's a men's medium. Then we got this vintage Wisconsin sweatshirt I got out of a box from a rag house. This sold for a best offer of $17. So, I mean, maybe even stuff like this Wisconsin sweatshirt, I might be able to put that stuff on Whatnot, but the buy cost on it is so high that I don't know if it'd be worth it to put it on Whatnot just to lose money on it. So stuff like that I can put on eBay and safely say that I'll be able to make my money back, even if it does take a little while, which I really don't want to sit on stuff, which is why going that route will be like the last option. If I'm gonna go into buying stuff from a wholesaler, I want it to be cheap enough to where I can still put it on Whatnot and make money off it quickly. I don't want to spend like $6 to $7 on an item, each item, to try to put it on Whatnot, because then I'm not guaranteed to win money. I'm not guaranteed to sell that item. I'm not guaranteed to make my money back on that item with that high of a buy cost. If that makes sense to you guys, I'm sure it does. We're all in the same business. We all understand. So one of the things that I've been doing is looking online at wholesalers that do pallets and stuff like that. And I'm seeing some pretty promising things, but when I go to check the reviews on it and to see if they're like, you know, legit or not, I get a lot of things that bring back results that a lot of these places are they're scammers or it's not a legit website. So I'm super like, afraid to get started buying pallets or like even, spend my money on this stuff and then it never arrives. So that's kind of, going to be probably something that I wait on until I find, or maybe someone out there knows like a legit wholesaler that I could use, that they've done business with, or someone that they know that they trust have done business with. That way I can get into doing that. That way I could have some higher end items, so to speak, for certain different types of streams. It wouldn't be like an every stream thing, but I see a lot of people on Whatnot doing these streams where they have all these really great items, and I need to get my hands on some of these items. So that way I could start providing something for everyone. These are 511 tactical pants, men's, 3634. They sold for $15. Got some Levi's cargo pants, 3332. These sold for $13.50. Got some Levi's 550, 3232. These sold for $31. And they are also going through the global shipping program, so they paid a boatload of money on shipping for those. I try to tell you guys, man, these Levi's, I be selling these things, man. So when I put them on Whatnot, you guys are getting the items that I can definitely make a lot of money on. And I'm giving away my bread and butter. This is a Crimson Tide shirt on a Comfort Colors tag that sold for $8.50. They got these Old Navy military type pants. Those are a women's extra large, and they sold for a best offer of $16.88. And the buyer said, "Thank you for the discount." No problem. These are Polo Ralph Lauren men's pajama pants. This is a repeat buyer. They paid $13.50 for these on a best offer. Then I got this Ron John Surf Shop t-shirt. This is one of those items that sells okay for me on eBay, but I couldn't get anybody to buy it on Whatnot. And if they did, they didn't pay anything for it. This sold for $11.25 on a 25% off offer that I sent out. All right, guys, these are the last items going out. So we got a little handful of items here. Levi's 511 skinny. These are boys jeans for $29.29. They sold for $1.62. All of these items sold for not good amounts of money, but I'm still going to show them anyway because people seem to want to know what's not selling, I guess. This is a Guinness shirt, which I definitely could have sold this on Whatnot had I pulled it down. This sold for $1.62. This is a men's large. This is a multiple quantity order. Massimo vintage pants and an Oklahoma Sooners shirt. This sold for $4. We have this JC's vintage local shirt on a vintage tag that sold for $1.62. This is an Easel sweatshirt. That's a women's 1X, sold for $2. I wouldn't pick that up again. Bit and Bridle. This is a Western type of shirt that sold for $1.35. This is a Roper shirt. Roper can do well. I guess this, size or this shirt wasn't the right look or something. It was a women's large, so not a bad size. Sold for $2. Notre Dame shirt sold for $180. That was a men's 2XL. We got these Express chambray type shorts sold for $150. And we got this Catherine's like full zip, like long sweater type deal. It's not a sweater. It's like more like a sweatshirt. That sold for $2, which I know if I had the right crowd and Whatnot, that would have sold for, much more than what it did on eBay. Then I got this pretty cool vintage snapback, Ted's Truck Center with just nice travel like 90s style color blocking on it. That sold for $420 on eBay. So those are all of the items. The strategy moving forward, like I said in the last few videos, is to keep cranking out as many items on Whatnot as I can. I'm going sourcing all day tomorrow, so we're going to find as many great items as I can there. What I put on Whatnot that doesn't sell there is going to get listed on eBay, and I'll just keep cranking out what isn't going there first on Whatnot or on eBay. And as I sell the items on Whatnot, I'll be able to get a feel for what's moving over there better. And I'm going to start creating some lots and some bundles and maybe even some wholesale boxes if that's something people are interested in. I just got to find out where I'm going to get enough inventory from right now for that. And then what doesn't sell on Whatnot, like I said, I'll put on eBay and just see how it goes from here. I'm kind of just in a comfortable zone. Not when I say comfortable, I don't mean like I'm not just doing any work, but I'm in a comfortable zone of where the effort's going to. I'm liking Whatnot a whole lot. I would love to do multiple streams a week more than what I'm doing. It's just my schedule doesn't truly allow for me to do that. So I'm trying to figure out the most optimal ways and days and times to get all this done. So just bear with me, guys. I appreciate everyone that has come from the channel over there. If you guys are not, using Whatnot yet, check that link out down below in the description. Sign up, get you 15 free bucks to come and spend. Why not get a couple of items if you can find them for a pretty good price, and flip those on eBay with your free Whatnot money. So that's going to do it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.